What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back into JC's Pop Culture. I'm JC, where I'm presenting you all kinds of pop culture content. Could be anything from movie news to trailer reactions. But here lately, it's been a lot of EA Sports College Football 25 updates. Big news drop here this week. Seems like we're going to be getting news hot and heavy for this game, and we're going to continue to report on it here on JC's Pop Culture. But I wanted to do a little something different. A lot of the news coming out got me thinking about some stuff that I'm excited to see come out in the lead up to the game. So I figure, everyone's doing a wish list for what they want to see on the game, and that's all well and good. I'll probably do that eventually myself here on the channel and shit as well. But something that I'm excited about is all the news that we're going to get in the lead up to the game. There's going to be some interesting and fun things to come out. So I figured, why not do a pre release wish list for the game? So I'm going to give you guys the 5 things that I'm most excited for in the lead up to the game, the 5 pieces of news I'm waiting to really come out that I think are going to be fucking awesome in the lead up to this EA Sports College Football 25 video game. So, having said that, if you're a fan of it, be sure to subscribe here for more news on it in the future. Also, if you're a fan of movies, TV shows, especially superhero horror comedies, talking about that shit a lot as well. So, hop along here for the ride and we'll have some fun here on JC's Pop Culture. With that being said, let's get into it. My 5 most anticipated pre release wish list items, starting at number 5 here, and that is team assets. I think I talked about this a little bit in a previous video because a lot of people may not realize, and I don't think I realized myself for a long time, that they're not allowed to use anything from the previous game, NCAA Football 14, because it's not NCAA football anymore. It's EA Sports College Football. They have to make this game completely from the ground up. So that's why when they've sent out these requests to universities to get these team assets, it's not only been what your stadium songs use, the pageantry, your game day traditions that we're expecting, first down chants, music used in the stadium, all that shit, right, that we were already expecting. But it's also in-depth detail photos of your concourse, your stadium inside and out. I mean, hundreds of photos for each school has been provided. So I'm super excited to see what the stadiums look like. I'm sure a lot of team stadiums look a hell of a lot different than they did, a decade plus ago when the last game came out. So stadiums are going to be really cool to be unveiled. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I just want to see the list of what all each team provided that's going to be included in the game, because I know there was a shit ton, according to Matt Brown, provided by each university. So how much of that's going to be used? Let's get some info on those team assets that we're going to see in the game. I'm excited for that at number 5. Then next up at number 4, I think this one's probably high on a lot of people's list, and it might be near the top of yours. Not that it's something that I'm not super excited about, but I guess I just trust that this is going to be really good. And I think that, it's obviously going to be the make or break, right? When you go to play the game, if it's glitchy and shit, it's going to piss you off and you're not going to enjoy it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell a lot of that from the footage. I'm more of a guy that when I'm playing a game, I want to exactly do that shit, play the game, right? If I'm not playing it, I can't tell a lot about it from footage necessarily, but some people really, like I said, that's the end all be all for them, is gameplay footage. But with it being such a long wait for this game, it'd be my favorite video game of all time, and something that I really just can't mention enough how excited I am for. Seeing the gameplay footage for it will certainly be a special moment, even though gameplay footage isn't something that I typically look forward to a lot when I'm looking for the release of a game. In this case, I definitely make an exception coming in at number 4, gameplay footage. And then at number 3, now this shit right here, this is more of my alley, and that's the official website for the game. Hopefully that gets launched in the near future. I can remember back, NCAA football 11, 12, 13, all the way up through 14, getting up every morning, checking the website once it was launched and seeing what new information came out. And if any new information came out, getting in this big ass group text we had with all of our group of friends back in high school and sending out, this long ass text with all the new information about the game. And I'm a guy that wakes up, 5 or 6 in the morning. Most people don't fucking do that. So usually getting a lot of pissed off responses back, like, why the hell are you sending me an 8-page message at 6 a.m.? But that's just how excited I was for the NCAA football video games. And I'm just as excited, if not more so, for EA Sports College Football. So once the website comes out, for me, that's going to be a big moment, not only just because it's something that I love, but I think that's when you start to get a ton of cool information. You can learn about each individual game mode. You can learn about the new features they're putting into the game. And with this being a game, like I said, being built, from the bottom up, built from scratch, essentially, there's going to be a shit ton of new info we're going to have to learn about. So once the website is launched, I think it's going to be a lot of fun information coming from that, and probably be a lot of videos coming here on the channel because of that. So that's number 3 for me. And then at number 2, I nearly put this at number 1 just because it's going to be the first ever time that we're going to get a ratings reveal for college football players. Back in the day, obviously it was, quarterback number 10 or whoever the hell was, your quarterback. You never had a quarterback with the name. You had to wait, a couple weeks for someone to edit the roster or go in and edit your favorite team yourself, which I, of course, did a shit ton on my own. But this will be the first time that in the lead up to the game, we'll be able to have, moments like Madden fans will, where we'll be able to see our favorite teams' ratings revealed. I'm sure maybe they'll leak it out little by little. Here's the top 10 quarterbacks in the game. I think in Madden, they do that shit where they reveal, the top 10 players at each position, and then you get the larger ratings reveal, and you can go on, check out your team's ratings before the game's even released. And hopefully, I'm sure EA Sports is going to use that for marketing now, because this will be their first time ever being able to do that. You're going to have, player ratings, because these players are actually going to be featured on this game for the first time ever. Opt-ins began today, the day I'm recording this, actually. EA Sports begins sending those out to college football players. So pretty much everyone I would expect, hopefully, to opt into this game. And then we're going to get a big ratings drop in the near future for that, sometime in between now and this summer when the game releases. And that's going to be a pretty fucking awesome moment, because it's something that none of us have ever experienced, is a ratings drop for college football players. So that's number 2 for me. And then number 1 at the top of my list right now, you see it. Take my damn money, EA Sports. I'm ready to give it to you whenever you want it. Drop that pre-order link for us. Got to put it number 1, because as soon as that link goes out, I, like many of you, if you're watching this video, are probably going to be fucking clicking on that thing right away and sending your money to EA Sports, getting this game pre-ordered. Me, I'm a physical media guy, as you can tell from behind me there. So I'm getting the disc version of this game, pre-ordering that, hopefully picking it up at GameStop. I'm so damn old. I remember the last time that this game came out, going to a midnight release of it at a local GameStop just up the road from me here. So I don't think they do that shit anymore. As far as I know, a lot of people will probably get the digital version, but that's not me. Like I said, I like the physical media, and I'm going to be pre-ordering the disc whenever it's available. So I'm already sold enough EA Sports, this college football 25 game. I'm sure me and a lot of others are ready. Go ahead, drop that pre-order link. Let us get in on that and take our money, because we're ready for this game. And this summer can't get here soon enough. But those are the 5 things that I'm most looking forward to in the lead up to the release of the game this summer. What about you? Is there something else you would have included on your pre-release wish list? And like I said, maybe in the near future, I'll do a wish list for things I'm hoping to see on the actual game itself. But super fucking hype, guys, for this game to come out. I'm sure you all are as well. More news is going to continue to leak out. And as it does, I'll continue to update it here on JC's Pop Culture. Like I said, if you made it this far in the video, hit the thumbs up button. That helps a shit ton with the YouTube algorithm. If you're into this game, be sure to subscribe here. Also, if you're a fan of movies, TV shows, especially superhero horrors or comedies, be sure to follow here for that as well. Hop on along for the ride. We'll have some fun here on JC's Pop Culture with me, JC. Appreciate you tuning into this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.